This is Ricardo Francis, the Venting Vigilante. It's good to be with you again today. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I would certainly appreciate it. Friends, today we're going to talk about potatoes. Potatoes, yes. Potatoes has changed the world. Potatoes is a wonderful food. It has created employment. It can be eaten in so many different ways. You can have mashed potatoes, fried potatoes, boiled potatoes, potato salad. Potato is used in so many different ingredients in terms of so many different recipes. Friends, I love potatoes. Potatoes, however, has a long, interesting history. Of course, many of us are familiar with potatoes because of the Irish famine. As a boy growing up, in fact, I thought that potatoes were actually from Ireland. Or from England for that matter, because as a boy growing up in the Caribbean, I often heard, let's have some English potatoes, or let's have some Irish potatoes. But I didn't, as I got older, and I traveled, and I read, and then I realized where this whole potato business all started. In fact, this potato business all started in South America, yes, in the Andes. Somewhere in what is considered Bolivia and Peru. Well, for the most part, what exists in Peru, northeast Bolivia, which some people will say is also part of Colombia today. But geographically speaking and historically speaking, we will say Peru. Friends, the Incas, well, the Indians native to Peru at the time, they had a very huge empire, a very big empire. They, of course, grew potatoes. They domesticated the potato, for a better word. So they used potato in many different ways in terms of eating it. When the Europeans, the Spanish, to be more specific, arrived in Peru, they actually referred to potatoes as truffles. Friends, they decided on their way back to Europe, back to Spain, they were going to take some of the potatoes along with them. So they took the potatoes back to Europe. Of course, the Spaniards and other Europeans who tasted the potatoes were not that crazy about it. It took 200 years before potatoes became what it is today, or in the traditional historical sense, to become an acquired taste or to be part of popular culture. So potatoes were actually used as hog feed, animal feed, or where it was used to feed the more economically disadvantaged of Europe. Friends, it was actually a French army officer who actually made potato what potato is today in terms of its nutritional value, and of course realizing that potato is a good staple food. Potato is actually, based upon the research you do, you may find out it's actually the 4th staple food in the world. And it generates a lot of income. Every state in the United States of America grows potatoes. In fact, the world's largest grower of potatoes in the world today is China. I believe the Russians are second. In fact, the Russians, and more specifically Belarus, which is a former member of the USSR, they eat the most potatoes in the world per capita. Of course, potatoes is more known throughout the world, the Breton Lent, when it became more popularized, when it was started to be served as fries. But I have a specific video I'm going to be doing about fries. So friends, I love potatoes. Potatoes can be served in so many different ways. You can have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love you. I love sharing these moments with you. See you next time.